Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody guys, today we will take a look at the Canadian dollar, mostly because as you can see on the euro currency we did not see big changes, and our suggestion and stop that we have discussed yesterday is still valid. We still will be watching for clear bullish patterns, clear reversal patterns, or their absence. So if euro will drop through the recent lows that we have discussed, and the daily situation could change. But currently, as market mostly is calling around the same support, it's possible still the upside reversal. At the same time, if you remember in the weekly research, we have taken a look at the Canadian dollar, and today we will update our view on the loonie. So we will see what is going on here. In general, if you're tracking the recent news, you probably heard about some easing on tariff turmoil between China and the United States. Currently, investors come down a bit, and because the tariffs, if even they will be started, should happen only in June. Right now, we see some hints on the possible negotiations between the United States and China, and currently, everybody hopes that maybe till the June tariffs will be significantly contracted or even eliminated. So that's why there's some relief in this subject, and gradually investors are turning to common non-farm payrolls release. It should happen tomorrow. ADP report was rather positive. So yesterday we've got 249,000 was matching to the expectation. It even was a bit better than expectation. It's a very good number. So from that standpoint, this probably could become the positive non-farm payrolls release as well, and that's what markets will be watching for. So on the Canadian dollar, guys, as you can see, price mostly has completed our first stage in the trading plan. We said it probably should be A, B, C, D, COP target should be hit. That will be our first stage. But after that, we said this market will be the near confluence support, and that really could become the trap around the possible hand shoulders pattern that could lead to the failure of the hand shoulders to proceed lower. So market could hit minor target, and after that shows big reversal, upward action. Who knows, maybe right on this action, XOP target will be hit. If you remember, it stands for approximately 31.65, and XOP has not been reached from this ABCD pattern. That's also the warning sign. So it would be much better if market first will hit the XOP and forming the hand shoulders and starting showing reversal. But existence of the XOP first and strong support right below the neckline second could lead to significant volatility on the Canadian dollar. For example, if you remember, these head and shoulders could become the part of the greater pattern. So maybe larger head and shoulders could be formed. For example, this could become just left wing. Market will move into the XOP. It's 127 extension here could be formed. This will be the head, and after that right arm, and larger pattern could be formed. Maybe double top could be formed here with the hitting of the XOP target. So that's the ultimate scenario where XOP will be hit. But even without taking into consideration this 1618 extension of this ABCD pattern, existence of the strong confluence could lead to the significant return back inside of the head and shoulders range. This will be kind of the failure of the hand shoulders. So recall what we have a couple months ago on the euro currency, the same trade. So the hand shoulders has been formed, so was the confluence support right below the neckline, and after that was really a strong rally has happened as market has hit this. It also was the COP target, by the way, on the euro currency. So this is actually the repeating of the setup that we had in the euro. That's why we have the reasons to be worried for a bearish perspective, for the downward action perspective. due to this construction that we have on the daily. So on the intraday charts, guys, in the 4-hour time frame chart, there is some, mostly market has done everything that we have planned, but it has done it a bit differently. So some minor deviation exists. So we'll take a look at our setup that we have prepared in the vehicle research. Here is the picture for our time frame chart. I will show in our forum this chart. That is what we have discussed. We said maybe market will form AB equals CD, hit 130, and starts downward action here. And COP will stand in agreement with the confidence support. Market indeed has formed a kind of the free drive sell, gutless triple to sell. But take a look at C point that we have in reality stands a bit lower, so it stands slightly higher than this top in this area. So take a look on the 4-hour time frame chart. You can see it, right? So here's the C point. That's why, correspondingly, the target of the COP has moved lower, so it should be a bit higher. But due to the C point stands lower, it means that our A, B, C top 618 extension also will stand a bit lower. It explains why market now on the daily chart stands slightly below than the confidence support. It's just moving to complete the COP target. Now, as you can see, a few hours ago, COP target has been hit. And currently, we need to keep an eye on what will happen. So if market will form here a clear bullish reversal pattern, it will mean that our suggestion on the Dinopoly oops pattern, or just using the common language, the failure of the hand shoulders pattern will happen. If market will show just minor retracement and will continue move lower and taking out of these lows and continue move below the COP, it will mean that everything is okay with our longer term expectations, with longer term analysis, because on the weekly, on the monthly chart, if you remember, we are waiting for a deeper action to the downside. And what we have here, this is just a small tactic detail in the overall setup that we have on the higher time frames. So that's what we'll be watching today. Also, guys, it's interesting question with this C point. So in a FX Pro retail broker, you can see that the C point is slightly higher than this one. But maybe on other brokers, you will not see that C point higher. In this case, we could get the kind of the butterfly. And take a look how market responds actually on the 127, shows retracement. So now it's 1618. And the reason why the market wasn't able to hold above the 127 is just existence of the COP lower. That's why after minor retracement it has dropped lower to the 1618 just to complete the COP. Now COP target has been completed. As one of the possible scenarios, if we will be correct in the expectation of the failure of this large pattern, large hand shoulders, we could keep an eye on the possible reverse minor hand shoulders on the hourly chart. Here is how it could look like. So we could get it probably will be 127 hand shoulders. So that could become the left shoulder. That is drop right to the head. Now market could return right back up to 128.45 approximately, deep retracement to the right arm. So it should be deep because 127, we have the 127 hand shoulders, not 1618, and then upward action. If we will see this construction here on the hourly chart, that will confirm that indeed we could get the failure of the daily hand shoulders pattern. If instead here market will show maybe some response to this support, but later will drop lower and taking out of these lows, continue move below the COP target, it will mean that this pattern is still valid, and we probably should keep an eye on possible next targets. Will be A, B, C equal D target. So probably it will be around 26 somewhere, next support area. As you can see, analysis is very detailed and simple things that we should keep an eye on. And that's why we actually have called in the weekend to take the first profit right at this area. So you can see that now you can see the response of the market to this support. So let's keep watching and see what will happen on the Canadian dollar.